Hi, my name is Courtney Sobral, and I am Nate's mom, and I am definitely his biggest fan, probably in the whole wide world, like everyone's mom is. Um, he is just an amazing little person, and sadly, I have five children. We have five kids in our family, mom and dad, seven total. And after our fourth child was born, Nate's littlest brother, I got really sick, and actually have been had different autoimmune issues, inflammatory issues my whole life, and it's always been very painful to walk, and just a lot of different issues with joint pain and functioning, and lots of surgeries and lots of different things to make things work right. And I've lived with that my whole life, and I just focus on feeling well and the good things in our lives, and we have so many things to be thankful for, and we're blessed in so many ways. But I spend my time focusing on that. But then Nate was our third son, and then we had another son, Ford, who came right behind Nathan. They were born exactly 1 year apart, and they're almost like twins. They're so sweet. But as they got a little bit bigger, Nate started showing a lot of the symptoms that I have with joint pain and different issues. And at the time, we lived in Oklahoma City, which is where my husband and I are both from, and we've actually been best friends since 8th grade. But we had lived in Oklahoma City our whole life, and that's where our family is, most of them. We have some in Colorado. And after Nate was about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, he started really having a hard time walking, and it was so sweet because Nate's nickname from the time he was a baby was Nate the Tank, because Nate had two big brothers, but he didn't let anything stop him. If something got his way, he just ran it over because he was like a little tank. And he also started hitting baseballs and started doing athletic things, sports, would hit the baseball across the street when he was not even able to walk all the way across the street. He was just kind of an amazing little athlete. And then as he started getting bigger, he really started having a hard time walking. And the humidity and heat in Oklahoma was so intense that he had summers, probably 2 summers, where he couldn't walk at all. And having lived through it myself, I didn't want to have him diagnosed or put on heavy medications or take any of those routes. But we did push him around in a grocery cart for one whole summer. And wherever we went, we had to go someplace that had a grocery cart. And he just couldn't walk. And it was at that point that I decided our whole family, including our sweet dogs, who are loving on me, needed to move to Colorado, where there's just lower humidity, there's breaks from the heat. It gets hot here, and we have beautiful, warm, sunny days, but there are breaks from the heat, lower humidity, and the higher altitude just help overall with Nate and I having just a much better ability to just function on a day-to-day basis. But Nathan has embraced that from the time we've moved up here. He has won every athletic competition he participates in. He does not like to lose. He does not give up. He is just the most determined, talented, amazing little guy. He's gracious, he's thoughtful, he's kind. He's probably a typical middle child in our family, in that he tries to make peace with everyone. He tries to make everyone happy. He's a good friend to everyone he knows, but he's definitely very smart, extremely athletic, and extremely competitive. But I'm definitely his hero, because I know that there are days when he doesn't feel like doing what his friends are doing or what his sport requires, but he just goes through it. He perseveres. He's our little tank still. He goes through day to day and does everything he can and doesn't let anything stop him. And I am his mom, but I'm also his biggest fan. He's awesome.